Okay, in this lesson, we're going to look at solving trig equations. Okay, and this lesson is going to focus on compound angles. These are more complex angles. Word of warning: before this video, you need to have watched Maths Watch clip AS TG2A, because the skill it shows you is the skill we need today to finish these questions off. So on the Maths Watch clips, okay, you should have seen how to solve equations like this by, first of all, say taking the in for this one, taking the inverse sine, and then thinking about the sine graph to find the solutions. We're taking that skill further today now. So here's our first example. See this one, right? I want to solve this equation here, okay, and in this range here, this is called the range. The range of my answers must be between 0 and 180, okay? Now we can see this equation refers to 2x, not x. So we need to change this range to reflect the fact that we're looking at 2x. I think it's fairly obvious that because to go from x to 2x, you're doubling it, you're timesing by 2. That means I have to times the range by 2 as well. So 0 degrees times 2 is still 0 degrees, and 180 degrees times 2 is actually 360 degrees. Okay, now the first step is like before. We need to take the inverse tan now, first of all. Okay, take the inverse tan. So 2x is going to be the inverse tan of minus 1.6. Okay, now on my calculator, I get negative 1.6. I get negative 58 degrees. That's the one decimal place. All right. And we can see that 58 degrees, okay, is not actually in this range here, but fixed R at the end. Remember now the tan graph just repeats every 180 degrees. So to get the next solution, just add on 180 degrees, okay, and you get 122 degrees. All right, see 122 is less than 360, so I've got to keep on going. So add on 180 again, and you get 302 degrees. Okay, and if you add it on again, you'll see that you actually get to 482 degrees, but this is outside that range, so I don't need that one. And we can see, can't we, as well, that negative 58 was also not in the range, so I'll get rid of that. So now 2x is 122 degrees, or 302 degrees. And obviously to get back to x, you need to divide by 2. So x is going to be equal to 61 degrees, okay, or 151 degrees. And then we are done. That's example 1 finished. Okay, so for example 2, we're going to solve this equation. All right, cos 3x equals 0.9. Again, see this one refers to 3x. So this range needs changing to 3x. And you can see again that I've multiplied x by 3 to go to 3x. So I better multiply the entire range, sorry about this, by 3, okay? So 3 times 0 is still 0, and 180 degrees times 3 is still 540 degrees, all right? That's my range, okay? Again now, all right, we'll take the inverse cosine, first of all. So take the inverse cos. All right, the inverse cos of 0.9 on my calculator is 25.8 degrees, okay, to 1 dp. And then by using the cos graph, all right, you need to find all the other solutions. The next solution would be 360, take off 25.8, which is 330 4.2 degrees. See, these are both in this range, definitely. Okay, remember then, these are the first two. To get the next one, cos repeats every 360. So you can add 360 on to 25.8, which is 385.8 degrees. That's still in the range. All right, so then again, you'd add 360 to this one to get the next solution. So 385.8 plus 360 is actually 745.8 degrees. You can see that's outside the range, so forget that one. Okay, and we can stop. Now, obviously, to get x, just divide by 3. So 25.8 divided by 3 is 8.6 degrees. 334.2 divided by 3 is 111.4 degrees. And 385.8 divided by 3, okay, is 128.6 degrees. And those are my 3 solutions. Okay, that's example 2 done. Nice one. Okay, so example 3, this is probably the worst case scenario here. All right, this one, the combat angle is a bit more complicated, but again, we can see, can't we, all right, that we've got to change the range. Obviously, 3x add 15 means 3 times x add 15. Okay, so I need to multiply the range by 3 and then add on 15. Okay, to get 3x add 15 here. All right, so 0 times 3 add 15 is 15, and 180 times 3 add 15 is 555 degrees. Okay, so again, now I'll take the inverse sign. Okay, and you're going to get 3x add 15, and the inverse sign of 0.5 is famous, is 30. Okay, the next solution then would be, remember for sine it's 180, take away 30, all right, which is 150 degrees. Obviously, I got a long way to go yet. So remember, sine repeats every 360. So it'd be 390 next. Okay. And again, that's 510 degrees. And I may be able to go, actually, no, if I go again, okay, then you can see that's going to be 750 degrees. All right, and that's where you pass the range. So I'm done there, okay? I am done. Okay. So maybe now do this in 2 stages. Obviously, this is 3x add 15. So you might want to take off 15 degrees first from all these answers to get 3x. That would be 15 degrees. Okay, 135 degrees, 375 degrees, and 495 degrees. And then obviously to finish off, I divide by 3. And you would get 5 degrees, 27 degrees. 375 divided by 5 is 75 degrees. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm dividing by 3. Sorry, that's a bit sloppy. Okay, it's 75 degrees, and even that one. Come on, Mr. Thompson, sort it out, son. Sort it out. You're dividing by 3, not by 5. That's 45 degrees there. My bad, sorry. And then lastly, 495 divided by 3, I think it's 165. I've had a shocker there, though. All right, and you can check to see these are all these are all in this range. So you're good to go. That's that one done. All right. On the next video, I'll put the main task up for you and the answers. Okay, so come back for the next video. Okay, so for the main task now, all right, there's 4 questions to do. If you just pause it, have a go, all right, and come back in a few, once you've had a go, all right, and I'll show the answers shortly. Okay, welcome back. those are the answers there. So make sure you mark them, all right, and see how you got on. And then for the checking question, again, I probably would read it, pause it, have a go, and I'll work through it now in a short while. Okay. Right. So this one, for some reason, they've written the range in words, but I'm going to write it like a grown-up with proper notation. First of all, here we go. Okay. And I'll write the equation down again by here so I can see exactly what's going on. Can see 3x here. So multiply by 3 first of all. 0 times 3 is 0. And 180 times 3 is 540 degrees. Okay. Take the inverse tan. Luckily, the inverse tan of root 3 is famous. I know it's 60. Remember, tan repeats every 180 degrees. So add 180 degrees, you get 240. And again is 420. Again, you're going to get 600. But that is outside the range. So that's gone. To finish it off now, let's just divide by 3. And you're going to get 20, 80, and 140 degrees. And that is it. Easy as pie. All right. So I'll catch you next time, okay, for some more complex trig equations. But for now, we are done.